revolting start to a video ever. Never mind, it's okay, it's okay, I've cleaned it. Right.
Did it.
Okay, let's have a seat. I've hardly sat down all day. Okay, we are discussing lifted strokes. So mostly this is level 3, but level 2s there are a few things to take on board, and also it's good to have the long-term view of what's coming up next for your students. So, where do you think of, Hannah and Joe, as the first time you need to definitely lift the bow, not including retakes?
That's one.
Hunter's chorus.
Oh, sorry, you mean further back?
Hunter's chorus for the giddy-ups.
Yeah.
I would teach that in review, definitely, but it is, I think it would be fine if you didn't, like if you were teaching that in an exam and you didn't do the lifts. I think that would be okay, but that's a really good place to think of introducing it for the first time. So if we think of that as the first time that we're going to do that. Yeah? What else? Where else would you, so you're thinking about a student at maybe like middle of book 3 kind of level, maybe end of book 3. Hang on. This kind of level student, middle to the end of book 3, going back in review to think about where you can introduce lifted strokes. So thinking about book 2, Hunter's Chorus, you got that first time. Where else? Lily, good. Where else before that? Let's just go in order. What is the order of book 2? Your favourite game. Devon, first piece in book 2.
Choose my phrase.
Well done. You're looking at a list.
Maybe
just a tiny bit.
I knew already.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
Next. Good. Next.
Hunter's Chorus.
Good. Next. Good. Are your parents' favourite and not often children's favourites?
Waltz.
Thank you.
Oh.
Good.
Sorry?
Handlebury.
Oh, two areas.
Which thirds? Good.
Mignon.
Very good. So Lily. Yes.
Beethoven Minuet.
Very good.
I know it's super fun.
Good. Boccherini. Very.
Minuet.
Huh? Boccherini Minuet. Oh yes, it's not Minuet. Sorry, Boccherini
I
Minuet.
was just thinking chicken nuggets.
Okay, let's just run that one more time. Kit, can you start? Pieces in book 2. Judas, good.
Minuet.
No. Another dance.
Musette.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good.
Long ago.
Good.
Waltz.
Good.
Hunter's Chorus.
No, we've had that. It's number 3. Another H, the composer.
Boring.
Well done.
Yeah.
Number 7.
I'm thinking which is dance, but I know it's wrong. After Glory.
What am I half?
Huh?
What am I half?
Australian. French.
Aha!
Good.
Which is nice.
Good.
Mignon.
Good.
Lily.
Well done. My brain. After Lily, it's Beethoven. Good.
Minuet by Boccherini.
Very good. One more time, Joe, start us off.
Choose like a phrase.
Thank you.
Music.
Thank you.
Hunter's Chorus.
Very good. Waltz. Good.
Beret.
No, we skipped long.
Oh, crap, sorry. My fault.
No, there we go.
Waltz.
Beret.
Good.
Keep going
very amusing video of all the hints. Right, good. So if we are thinking about those pieces and we think that Hunter's Chorus is the first place that we are going to have those, what's next after Hunter's Chorus? Yes.
To do for the
Yes. Maybe not in this order, right? So this is not necessarily, once you've learned how to do the lifts in Hunter's Chorus, you then learn the lifts in Long Long Ago, but we're just going to pick out the pieces that you would use to teach different types of lifts, and then later we'll talk about which ones you'll use when.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so yes, definitely Long Long Ago variation is the first place where most people, unless you do a twinkle variation, would start to think about up bow spiccato. Good. What's the next piece after Long Long Ago? Kit, waltz, any lifts? No. Good. Next piece? Devon? After waltz?
Handlebar.
Good. Any lifts?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean maybe a tiny bit, but not really. Good. Next piece?
Two melodies.
Good. Any lifts? I think they will automatically lift that off later on, which kind of helps with just that tiny. It's not the same, but it helps to practice coming from the string. Good. I was just thinking about the very end. If there's anything else, yeah, it's the same. Good. Next, yeah, witches dance. No. Yeah. Resounding no. Good. Next piece. Any lefts?
It's a very good question.
How does it go? Can you sing us the beginning?
I know there's the curtsy in the other one, so I know it's that song. But
Kissing Bell.
yeah.
It starts almost like Lily, that's how I remember, but it's one note lower.
That doesn't help me.
Huh?
So Lily is open strings. Oh, that's not wrong.
No, I'm playing the wrong piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brain. Dear me.
So Lily is open strings. A, E, E, me.
And Mignon goes like this. And this is what Becca got. My brain is fried. And it's the first week back of term. Woo! Okay, good. So, Mignon. Any lifts apart from the retake? Maybe, yeah. So, nothing spectacularly kind of new or difficult. Good. Next piece, Devon, after Mignon.
Lily.
Very good. Any lifts?
Yes.
Yes, excellent. Most kids, I would say, probably lift the very first time they play this rather than in review. I always find it kind of surprising when people play that, because it's so gross. So, it's a good place to start the lifts the first time you learn a piece. And it may or may not be after or before. God, seriously, I can't formulate a sentence. It may be before or after you teach the lifts in Hunter's Chorus. It's not really a hard and fast rule, I don't think. Good. And then, next piece, Hannah, is?
The Beethoven.
Good. Any lifts?
You can do it in the up.
Yes, exactly. So that's the sort of second step in the up bow spiccato set. But definitely not until late book 3, if not book 4, by that point. Good. And then the next piece, Jo, is? Very good. Any lifts?
No.
I think it's, again, it's one of those pieces that is kind of light, isn't it? might get one there. But really very infrequent. You might put it there. Definitely in review you would want to use that for,
So that's different because it's down, up, down.
yes, just lifted strokes.
Um,
So it's not part of the up bow spiccato set.
okay, so then down.
But it's really the only place that we've got that kind of bow stroke where you could lift lots of them, isn't it? Good. Book 3, first piece, please, Kit.
Martini Yogurt.
Very good. Any lifted strokes? Can you sing us the beginning?
I'm singing the other one now. I'm singing Minion now.
Can't think of it either.
Yum, bum, 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 bum. So yes, lots of lovely opportunities for lifted bow strokes. You've got those kind of brushy off the string quavers. You've got your up bow. And again, it might be in review or it might be the first time you teach it. Depends on the kid and how their bow arm is. Questions?
No.
No? Okay. Second piece in book 3.
Bach minuet.
Very good. Any opportunities to lift
No.
worth noticing? No. Very good. Third piece in book 3. No.
The sad song.
The
Oh,
sad
G
goldfish
minor, G
song.
minor.
Any opportunities for lifting?
Well, no.
A little.
Yeah, not much. Not that one.
That's waltz. Maybe. It's certainly not a teaching point.
No.
Good. Next piece is Kit.
Humorous.
Good. Any opportunities for lifting?
I want to say yes.
I want you to say yes too.
I'm going to say yes.
Which, unless you teach the zigzag bows, you're going to have to do the first time you teach this piece. But apart from that, I mean, I don't think you would really teach that. It's kind of brushy, but it's not actually lifted. You probably lift there, but it's not really a big teaching point of the piece. So apart from that first bit. Good. Next piece is Devon.
Gavotte. Some sort of gavotte.
Yes, some sort of gavotte by a guy starting with B.
Bach.
No.
Becker.
Becca. Well done. Which doesn't sound the same as whatever I was doing before me. No. One of which the main teaching points is lifted strokes. Because you've got all of those lifted brushy strokes and then the development of your up bow spiccato. So you've got 6 up bows there that could be up bow spiccato, probably in review. Have you got lifted strokes as a main teaching point in the piece already?
No, I do.
Now you do. I wonder if that means that I have not written it in very clearly in my notes. Let me have a look. Yes, up bow staccato. I guess that's not clear.
It's a tick point. I know it's a tick box, but yeah.
Yeah, but up bow staccato is different from lifted strokes. can't remember whose turn it is. Hannah? After Becca? Good.
Yes.
Yes. Where? Can you sing us the beginning?
Yes, in a second.
Yeah, sure.
No.
Connor, be quiet. I'm not helping.
So I'm going to turn them off.
Yes, that's the second one. Turn him off. Good.
Kate's
Does that take you to the beginning?
No.
So yes, up bow, lifted strokes, almost every up bow, and then you've got more of those lifted. If you're playing this piece like why isn't it in book 2? Basically, you know, the fingers are not hard. Got double stops. But otherwise, it's not a hard piece, so let's bring the lightness in. And then the last piece is
Great.
good. Any lifted strokes?
Well, not other than the sorts of things we had already.
Very good answer. Yeah, you do need to lift here, don't you?
Yeah.
If you're playing, that's very pedestrian. So I teach that off, like lifted before those trills from the beginning. But yeah, when after you've got through that. Maybe. Yeah, it's very much on the rest of it and the second part. You've got more so. Yeah. So what are the pieces in book 3 that we're going to use as, well, book 2 and 3, as our, Devin, would you mind going to my room and bringing me a pen from the whiteboard there so that
Sure.
I don't swear
Sure.
every time I use this one?
Okay.
Thank you. Which are the pieces that are going to be most helpful to us during book 2 and 3 for lifted strokes? Let's categorise them. For general lightness of bow stroke, not up bow spiccato or staccato. Thank you very much.
General lightness of bow stroke.
Yes.
You know? No. Do that back.
I'm just waiting for the ball to dry a bit.
Trio.
I think mignon.
Okay, what was the first time we talked about
What?
lifting this bow?
Pointer.
Oh, long go variation.
It's
Underscores.
wet. One sec. Don't laugh at me on camera. Rude.
Laughing with, not at, darling.
Absolutely
Technically
rubbish.
camera shot, so.
Absolute rubbish. Right. Okay, so just practicing for the first time the bow leaving the string. Hunter's chorus. What else?
Long go variation.
No, we're
Oh,
just
just leave the
separating
string.
out.
Mignon.
Mignon. Let's just run through again. Hannah, start. First piece in book 2.
Judith.
Yes. Joe.
Bizette.
Good.
Hunters.
Good.
Long ago.
Good.
Like, what is wrong with me? Okay, one long ago.
Turn the page and you know.
Waltz. Next. Joe.
Beret.
2
Yeah.
fingers.
Good.
Which is that?
So are we putting 2 melodies in this list, do you think?
Yeah. Chuck it on there.
No, it's not in order, but that doesn't matter. Good. Where are we up
I
to?
think we should skip the out. Which starts better, literally. Nothing's coming.
Which starts then?
Minion.
Yeah, then
Yes.
Lily.
Lily. Then,
Minuet and G.
very good. Then,
Chicken dance.
Fuck me.
okay, so lifted strokes, those are the 4 that are kind of just general, like, book 2 pieces. And up bow, lift. I'm just going to write that rather than spiccato for now. Long ago. Can someone turn the camera this way, please? Thank you very much. What else? Anything else in book 2? Good. Devin, first piece of book 3.
Starts with an M.
Yes.
It's a drink. A drink enjoyed by many.
Don't drink it in the morning. Think 007.
Martini.
Thank you. Martini goes in both of these, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Such a flexible beverage. Good. Next.
Minuet.
Very good. Any lifts?
Sure.
No, not really.
No.
Joe.
G minor.
Any lifts?
No.
Not really. Hit. Yes.
Yes.
Any lifts?
Yes.
Yeah, but only the ones that are like these. So it's not a great piece to
Functional.
practice it on.
Kind of
Because
functional
it's just
ones.
that. Yeah. It's just that one at the beginning, really, isn't it? Good. Next.
Gavotte and G minor.
No.
Haven't we just had that?
Yeah.
Yes. Good. I was like, no, we didn't miss it out, did we?
I said it.
Becker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where does it go?
I'm gonna say lifted strokes.
I'm going to say you're correct. Where else does it go, Hannah?
Enough up on
Yes.
Thank you.
Because all of those separate are lifted but not repeated ups, and then is your first up bow spiccato possibility in book 3. Wow, I managed to say that whole sentence. Okay, what comes next? After Becca.
After Becca comes the bark.
Yes. What is it?
The one goes a.
Yes. Of course. And it goes there, doesn't it?
What indeed?
Go on, indeed. I shouldn't like gavottes. I find it confusing when we have 2 gavottes that are just called gavotte. It happens in book 5 as well. There's gavotte 1, and on the other side there's gavotte 2, and we call it gavotte in D. It's gavottes in D. Anyway, never mind. Whatever. And then everyone's favourite,
Beret.
Bachbury. Any lifts to speak of?
Yes.
Well, yeah, sort of. It's a bit like humoresque, isn't it? We're not going to put it in the list of helpful reviews for lifts. But if you don't lift your bow off, you're not going to play it very nicely. Good. Okay, so book 4. Suddenly, you are lifting in every piece. Perhaps with the exception of perpetual motion when you're playing it on the string, just because it's all semi-quavers. But what pieces can we use for this for book 4?
From this list.
No, what can we add? What should be here for book 4 for repeated up bow staccato or spiccato? This is a
Oh my god.
trick question. Nothing. There's absolutely nothing there
Okay.
if you do the bowing notes in the book.
Damn.
Some people will teach. Is that when he does it? I don't do it, so I can't remember where Ed Whiteman recommends. Maybe it's not that one. It is. I can't remember. Anyway, so basically that's why these are so important, because this is your building blocks for the big piece in book 5.
Country dance.
Well done. If you play country dance on the string, I will never forgive you.
No.
Yeah, I just to play. It's just so horrible. So for me, that is the aim: is that by country dance we will play it off the string. Maybe not the first time, probably not the first time, but certainly, you know. And just FYI, there's really, apart from a little bit in Ramoga 1 Book 6, there's no more up spiccato in the Suzuki books.
Okay.
So it's a big gap, and you know, it's a really fun one to plug. But yeah, book 4 is a gaping hole, so we need to use these and games and exercises.
You can do lifted strokes in sites 2. For the triplets.
Oh yeah, they're definitely lifted strokes in every piece. I'm talking about up spiccato.
Sorry.
It's alright. I think it's there that he does it. I don't want it there because it's too slow.
Just sounds weird.
Like if you're going to play sites 3, then you're going to go. You can't do it. Oh my god. It's much harder than some country dance to do that. So I'm just that's why I don't. Okay, so preparation for country dance would be these pieces and then some games. So let's play some games now. Everybody with violins, please.
Oh, it was empty. Yeah. Oh gosh. Stop it.
All right. So before we do the games, let's just talk about the mechanics of lifted strokes, like Hunter's Chorus. Let's just play that. Okay, so what do you have to teach your students to do?
Lift and land.
I mean, they do have to land because they have to play. But
Yeah,
are they
yeah,
landing
but-
and playing, or are they landing to start the note?
Well, we had this discussion in my lesson, didn't we? So, while moving.
Yes, it's starting from the air. Otherwise, it's exactly the same as a retake that they've been doing since Song of the Wind. Yeah?
I think you go further before
Yes.
you land, so it's like the exercises that you
Yeah.
do at the very bottom
Excellent.
of the bow.
Yeah, very good. So it's like a V shape.
Yeah.
You're kind of drawing a V and you land at the bottom point of the V.
Crux.
Crux.
That's
Whatever.
a word.
Good, and what you'll often find with this is that they try and do that because they're so used to lifting being a down bow movement,
Right.
or it's kind of the same, but so you've got to practice up bow being the lift off. That it's the up bow. Let's just do some of those. So just thinking about this being the lift off. Think about the V, yeah, and then add the fingers. Yeah, very good. So then mignon. What's the difference between how you would teach Gossec and how you play if you were aiming for more lift?
Kind of using your wrists a bit more, maybe?
I'm not sure about that.
No?
Good idea, but don't think it's quite right.
Could you think like, is it staccato?
Staccato means stopped bows. So,
Maybe staccato then.
sorry,
The other one then.
spiccato.
Yeah, that one.
Good. Spiccato is like where your arm is sort of out of the string. I would say that this kind of brush stroke is just that you're kind of holding your bow a little bit above. It's not dipping in for each note like spiccato because that's too slow. But just join in. It's basically you're holding the weight of your arm and the bow just above the string, so that when you do those sort of happy face bowing, you're just catching the string at the bottom of the scoop.
Yeah, tiny scoops.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because if you're just playing, then it's just rubbish sound.
Do you have to rotate your bow a little bit as well?
Well, I don't ever teach the stick straight over the hair at this level, so yes.
I suppose at the balance point as well, because it gets a bit cumbersome.
Yeah, I think you probably want it lower than the balance point. If you do it at the balance point, it's very bouncy, so it's difficult to control.
So you're using the tension as well of the bow hairs
Yes.
together.
Yeah, and then you can go back to Gossec. Lovely. Yeah? Good. Two grenadiers. We've talked about the... That's not so different from lots of things they've done before. In fact, maybe we would take that out of that list. Are there any other places in Two Grenadiers that you think would be really useful for this set of teaching? No, because most of it's on, isn't it? Let's ditch it. You are fired.
You've been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Yeah. Lily. What kind of lifted strokes are we talking about?
It's a bit like the hunters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just, you know, yeah, exactly. You've also got those up bows. But I think most people would keep those on. Not in on, but not actually lifted out. Good. Martini? Why does it belong in both? Let's just play a bit. Everyone's going to sleep. Let's just play a bit from the beginning. So we're thinking about, in review, what kind of lifted strokes would you be incorporating, Devon?
It's more of an up, left.
Good, that's
Yeah.
why it's in both, yeah. So you've
Yeah.
got that lift, which is starting to get you ready for up bow spiccato. Good, and Kit?
What was the question?
What other lifted strokes do we have except? just play me the beginning part? Okay, now lift every time you can, so to speak.
Yeah, it's hard, but yeah.
Which bits did you lift unwillingly? So we've got these, and then what happens? Yeah, exactly. It's exactly the same as what we were just talking about in.
I think we should just all go to bed.
Mignon. But just two.
Thinking of it 3 ways, like brushed versus completely lifted versus spiccato,
Yeah.
double ups.
Absolutely. Good, and then Becca. Loads of those. But also those brush strokes. And then, as we talked about, those up bow staccato that will turn into spiccato as we lift them.
So can we add the first piece in book 5, country? No, not German dance.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about the brush strokes, lifted strokes generally in book 5,
That
have we?
is very much a
Yes, because I think by the time we get, like we said about book 4, there's nothing on book 4 or beyond on that list because book 4 is just lifted all the time, just not up bow spiccato lifts. And then the same in book 5 really, apart from the slow movements. If you're not lifting those, or at least light on them, then you're going to get a very indelicate way of playing it. And you know, like German dance, they're all about the lifts. So I'm not going to write them all on the board. But the same in, you know, like.
Is that what you said to me?
If you're stuck in the string, it's very pedestrian.
Yeah, that's what you said to me.
Okay, good. 5 minutes until we finish this section. So, talking about up bow staccato turning into spiccato, be sure to make sure that your kids are clear that the first lift is at the end of the first up bow. So, for example, if we're talking about long, long ago variation, you don't do that. Yeah? The first up bow comes out. Let's play. Just the variation. Lift, lift. Brave, Kate. Yes. There you go. Good, well done. It's a very forgiving way to start this because you've got so many D string sounds that even if they're not making a beautiful sound, it will sound really nice anyway. And a really nice way to make it a book 5 exercise in preparation for country dance is just to add more notes. So you can join in if you want. So we're turning into 3, 1, 2. So you're extending the first up bow note until you get, you know, so that then you can do it in like 4, 4, 3, 4. So if you want to go home and practice that one, I'm going to do lots on it now, but the note that you are repeating is the first up bow, and then at the end of however many repeats you want to do, you put the next note in so that you then
Sounds
follow
quite
the tune.
Nice as well done.
Oh, yeah.
And you can
Yes.
practice string crossing.
Yes. So that would, I've never done that before. That's lovely. Definitely much more difficult. Yeah. Good. And then obviously you can go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Etc.
I've been having issues with the 16.
Yes.
Country dance.
Yes.
And actually
It's hard.
deciding what to do where.
Yeah.
I just we'll talk about that another time. But
Yeah.
because I end up doing all my lifted strokes there to there.
Yeah.
I can fit them in, but it's not nice.
So the thing about your up is spiccato, once you've got, for example, actual country dance, let's play from here. Don't worry if you don't know it yet. To give yourself time, you've got to slow your bow arm very fast so that you don't get that, and you can cheat by going round and round, but obviously that's not the idea, so you ideally don't want to be doing that. So I think that's why, you know, and G twinkle is really helpful. And again, if you play the piano, or you can just pizzicato and accompaniment, you know, just see how many you can fit in. But it's that fast breaks in the arm.
So it's kind of more feeling bouncy here and more feeling not connected. That's not the word I'm looking for, but
it's bouncing all the way through. But you need
skipping versus bouncing. Skipping versus bouncing. Skipping and then bouncing.
Yeah. However you want to think about it, it definitely changes once you get to here. And then again, once you get past the balance point.
Switching. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got to be fast, otherwise, you know, if you're playing country dance, it will sound horrid.
Yeah.
And you won't be able to fit. You won't be able to fit it in, probably. Good. Does that make sense? How you would use that to take you towards country dance?